Previously on the Lupe and Royce show.
There's tens of thousands of people who've taken the vaccine.
Tens of thousands.
Yeah.
You seen that list with the possible side effects? I don't know if it's real though.
It's not real. I just want to say that first.
How you know?
Because I know it's not. I see your face. Your face look like you pulled that shit out of the depths of the internet.
I didn't post it because I don't know. I don't know if it's valid or not. But
I'll
it's
put
funny.
it to you like this: is the list formatted to fit on social media? If it is, that shit is fakety fake. The Lupe and Royce show is a Say What Media production. Yo, this is Lupe Fiasco, and I'm learning how to make incense.
This is Royce the 5'9", and I can't top that one. I'm interested to hear about that shit.
And this is Tom Frank. I'm just a regular guy, and you're listening to the Lupe and Royce show.
Somewhere in my Ryan Montgomery Foundation tee.
I don't remember getting one of those.
You know what? You're right. You're right. I gotta do something about that.
Man,
I'd do something about that. What is my problem? I'm sorry, man.
I'd be wearing it right now if you gave it to me.
Skibbity pie.
My uniform.
What Lupe Fiasco is this? What we got right now?
The early one, the on time one.
I knew it was something.
The respectful one.
I knew it was something.
That one.
I knew it was something.
The one who's aware that he has a job that he has to show up to.
Bro, did I put that text?
Every Tuesday.
In the group thread, did I put that text in there? Apologizing for my lateness.
What's up, Royce? You got a clear camera today. How are you?
That's every day, man. I'm good. How you feeling, my brother? Always.
Normally, the camera is very much so distorted. As if you hiding things.
I'm always in great spirits when I get to sit and chop it up with my brother. How you doing this evening?
You know what? You have been relatively happier since you got that goddamn Grammy. You've been a whole bundle of joy walking around this. You've been a whole happy grown man walking around here. I ain't never seen you smile as much ever.
I'm always happy, man.
The Grammy helps,
I'm
though.
excited.
No, that's what it is. That Grammy.
I very rarely think about the Grammy. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the Grammy nod, but I very rarely think about that.
Listen, I'm telling you, Tom, he think he better than us.
If I was
that's
nominated
why he
by
coming
a
in
Grammy,
here late.
That's definitely not true.
And smiling all the time.
If I was nominated by a Grammy, I'd be thinking about it every day.
Really?
Every day. I'd be telling somebody, hey, y'all see I got nominated by a Grammy.
Y'all ever wonder how did they acquire such prestige? How did this happen?
I mean,
I hadn't thought about that.
The decades that it's been in existence. I think that might have something to do with it.
I blame Michael Jackson.
Stop it.
Before Michael Jackson.
Before Mike, man.
No Michael Jackson slander.
What are you talking? I'm not slandering Mike. He didn't even.
I just got to make sure.
Mike didn't even. Where did Mike moonwalk at? It wasn't the Grammys. Wasn't it like the Billboard Awards or something like that? When Mike first did the moonwalk.
Oh, it wasn't the Grammys.
I'm not sure I remember that.
It wasn't the Grammys, right?
I think you're right. I think
like AMAs.
I probably was too busy being the Michael Jackson slander gatekeeper.
See, that's what you was doing. You was triggered. Mm-hmm. You was triggered off. It wasn't even a shot. It was just kind of like, man. I could see if Mike had did the moonwalk for the first time at the Grammys, then we got something to talk about. But I think he did it at the AMAs. You remember that, Royce?
I had to go down one of my Michael Jackson rabbit holes and refreshing my own memory. But I'm sure I was there, either there in attendance or watching from my living room.
Funny. Here you go. I was chilling out there. You were like 5 years old, right?
All right,
yeah,
so
you know what I mean?
It was at the Motown 25 yesterday, today, and forever. Was the first time he took the stage and did the
legendary,
the moonwalk,
iconic moonwalk.
That was the first time. That's not to say he didn't do it at other. I mean, he probably did do it at the Grammys or whatever else that year.
Nah, we've been doing it. We've been doing it ever since.
What year was that?
It was in 1983.
There you go. I was 1 year old.
On my birthday. May 16th.
I can't even make a sandwich without moonwalking.
You know he didn't invent the moonwalk though. I think that was a break dancer. I forgot the dude's name.
I'm gonna find that too.
Who actually?
His name is Michael Jackson.
No, it's not. See, here you go, man. Here you go.
Fake
All
news.
these, you just pull it fakeity fake news. Detroit Free Press.
It was a dancer and singer by the name of Jeffrey Daniel.
There you go.
Who's saying this? Google?
That's what Google says.
Google don't know shit.
In 1958.
Bam!
Wait a minute.
And then it was a breakdancer.
When?
It can't be
1958. Why couldn't it be? Because the technology wasn't available.
No, I'm looking at the guy's picture.
In 1958.
I'm looking at the guy's picture, and there's no way this picture was taken in 1958. I'm gonna get to the bottom of
that
this.
picture. Maybe not that picture specifically.
Who is this dude? Can we get him on the show?
Jeffrey Daniel.
Because he can't just be trying to take accolades away from Mike.
He's not trying to take. He invented the move, man.
Nah, that's not true.
But anyway, I think that it was a break dancer after him, Tom, after Mr. Daniels, who I've just heard of this first time. I thought it was like a break dancer who was doing it, and that's where Mike got it from.
Well, I invented kick push, so whatever.
Who was the break dancer, Tom?
Oh man, I'm still looking that up.
Ozone.
We need a fact finder on the show. We need somebody who isn't interested in just fame and fortune like you, Tom, so self-absorbed. Somebody who's just interested in fact checking what we bring up, this bullshit we be bringing up on the show.
I think this Jeffrey Daniel is the only guy that keeps coming up.
Was he ever a break dancer? What about Turbo?
He might have been a
You remember breaking?
dancer.
You remember breaking?
You remember breaking, Tom?
Oh, I was a great break dancer.
Now, Lupe, let me ask you this, bro. Are you a Turbo kid or Ozone kid?
Turbo. Everybody was Turbo.
Everybody was Turbo.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, everybody was Turbo for sure. Turbo was the man.
Do you know what?
Just making sure you're not being a pundit.
Do you know what his real name though? What was his? Go ahead.
Do you know what song it became famous in? Which of Michael Jackson's songs did the moonwalk really become the moonwalk?
I don't know. You ask the president and historian, right, of the Michael Jackson Museum of Fantasy and nonsense.
I'm gonna guess Billie Jean.
Correct. Ding ding.
The video with the ground lighting up.
Yeah. That was it.
Lupe
knew that.
I didn't know that.
Now it's said that Jeffrey Daniel actually taught Michael Jackson the moonwalk.
Told you. I told
and
you, Royce.
He saw him do it on Soul Train.
But that don't mean he invented it.
No, it was invented way before that. They have it all the way back to the 30s with Cab Calloway.
There you go.
Cab Calloway ain't did shit.
Now, we not finna have this slander. You're not finna be slandering jazz, okay? That's what you're not finna do.
I ain't slander jazz. I ain't say that. I'm just saying Michael Jackson invented it, even if it was in the 30s.
Now, on this note, I need to say something to our listeners. I need to look at them and ask them, are they enjoying the show? Have they subscribed? Have they left us a review? If you haven't, they should pause right now. We'll wait and go do this for us. They should go do this for us. Go take a screenshot of you listening to the show. I'm on a very festive mood today. And maybe if they take a screenshot of them listening, I got a few extra of these shirts. I might just send them off to them. I might. So that's all I wanted to say.
Why would you do that? Why would you give away money, like things that we could sell to pay the bills?
Because I feel like you got to say thank you every once in a while.
Not me.
I agree with you, Tom.
You say it once and then you never say it again. That's how thank you works.
I got another question for you guys.
I see your point, but what's the question, Tom?
I've been listening to our intro quite a bit. When are we going to see the two of you come together and collaborate on a new show opening. Right now we have Pablo Boat is the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we have, and so that's just Royce. And then we have Kick Push at the end, which is just Lupe. When are we going to bring it together?
When you're able to moonwalk forward.
On the moon.
If you can moonwalk forward.
On the moon, backwards.
That's
simultaneously.
Is when you'll get that heaping helping.
Yeah.
We just need like 8 bars.
Our first time rapping together is not going to be a show jingle. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not going to belittle ourselves to rap on our own show just for the sake of getting more people to listen to our own show. I'm definitely not doing that.
Just a little sneak peek of what could be.
No, man, it's called self-sabotage. So Royce has lived an entire life full of it, and I'm just picking up where he left off with terrible business decisions.
Here's a thought, though, Tom.
Give me a thought.
You were part of the show, too.
Mm-hmm.
You could always go in.
Wait a minute. Ooh.
I'm just a regular guy.
Here's what
plenty of ways you could flip it.
Here's what I'd be willing to do. I could be that voice. I'm in. But it's got to be all 3 of us.
No.
I could be the singer who just starts you rapping, and then all of a sudden this beautiful voice comes on and sings.
Why don't you sing over Pablo Boat about boats?
I could think of
boats and hoes.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that one. I'm not participating in that one, Tom.
Huh. I was thinking this is where I could get my Grammy.
No, polka, man. That's your life. Yo, polka. You know a fun fact that I heard?
About polka?
Right? No, man, about Russia.
Fair enough. I can see the transition.
That there is more money. Peep this, Royce. Peep this Detroit ass shit that they doing over in Russia. Mm-hmm. There is more money, or supposedly, allegedly, more money in bank accounts and like places outside of Russia than there is inside of Russia. That's how like corrupt the place is.
So you mean more people in Russia are moving their money outside of Russia to outside accounts than any other place in the world?
No, that there's more money in accounts outside of Russia than there is money in accounts in Russia. That they're moving their money. That's to your first part. They're moving more money out of Russia than there is actually in fucking Russia.
Why you think they're doing that? For tax purposes or what? Hiding it? Were they hiding it?
Yeah, I think it's like what I saw was that was just a fact that was like, damn.
Because it's for a reason. You ain't just moving your money somewhere for no reason.
Well, what they were saying was that first, that's how much like they could trace that it was like more, that it was like even, right? That's money that they could find, right? That was like even. It was like there's just as much money outside of Russia as there is inside of Russia. But then they was like, but unofficially, there's probably more money outside of Russia than there actually is in Russia. And it's because people moving their money, because the Russian economy is actually really, really fucked up. And so the people who make the money, the first thing they want to do is like get it outside of the country because the country's not really that stable, at least on the economic side. Ain't that crazy?
Wow.
I don't think that's surprising, though.
As a white person, you don't think that's surprising?
No. What's white and black have to do with it?
White and black has to do with everything.
But in Russia?
You know, it's black people in Russia?
No, I didn't
know that. Yeah, there's like black people in Russia.
I don't think I've ever met
We're everywhere.
a black Russian.
The black Russian?
Go to Russia.
Go to Russia.
Go to Russia. He may not identify himself as Russian, but I'm sure he migrated from somewhere.
Do you know I did a lot of work at one point in the country of Georgia, which used to be part of the Soviet Union? Yes. I played a role in the overthrow of the government in the country of Georgia.
Wait, why are you... Listen, man, I don't want nothing to do with this. I don't want nothing to do with this.
My man said he played a role in the overthrow.
Look how he just put us in the line of fire of the opposition.
There's no line of fire.
When they regain power.
Well, that's true.
They're going to come after him and his family.
Hey, I got a question for
you in on this.
I got a question related to
what
this.
What if your name is Tom, right?
Or is it? I got a question related to this. When I was in Georgia, I worked with a very famous albino rapper in that region.
Wait, fuck this, Tom. Hold on. That's interesting, and I want to get to that. But what do you mean you helped overthrow the government of Georgia? Like, you just can't slide that in there and not get me and Royce's interest and curiosity.
Well, I'll tell you about it then. So I worked with a guy by the name of Bedzina Ivanishvili, who ran for prime minister. And it was the craziest race you ever saw. It was the first democratic election in the country of Georgia. It was two guys who used to be friends, who then became enemies. They both lived in Tbilisi. They sat on two ends of this city, one in a castle, the other one in a all metal and glass 50,000 foot square building with a shark tank underneath the conference room. I kid you not. I sat in the conference room and there were sharks underneath me. And we went there and shot a documentary about him to make sure that the U.S. would be watching this election so that the guy he ran against wouldn't do any funny stuff to not let the people vote. And his son...
I'm scoring this episode.
And his son...
We need bum, bum, bum.
We do. And his son was an incredibly famous entertainer in that part of the world. And he would go give speeches. And I kid you not, hundreds of thousands of people would show up, not to hear his dad, but to hear him. His dad would speak, and then he would give a concert right after. And he was an albino rapper by the name of Bera. Have you heard of this guy?
Of course not.
What do you mean, of course not?
What are you talking about? Have I heard of the albino rapper who was famous only in Georgia and not Atlanta, Georgia, Tbilisi, Georgia?
No, he's very big in that whole part of the world.
Well, look, I don't want to get killed by him and his team of killers. So shout out to the albino rapper Bera or Para.
Shout out to Crondon. That's my guy.
I'm gonna tell you,
my albino rapper kick your albino rapper's ass.
I'll tell you one last story about this.
Wait, what was the brother's name? What's the albino rapper's name?
Bera, B-E-R-A.
Bera. Okay, shout to Bera. Shout to Bera. I don't want any smoke. Okay, continue.
So speaking of I was doing the film work and the photography, and I'm a dumb American. I thought to myself, hey, there's hundreds of thousands of people out here. I'm going to go ahead and go out in the crowd and take photos, right? So I go outside the barrier, the security barrier, and not 5 minutes into it, I get knocked down. And I'm thinking, this was a really bad idea to be out here by myself. And somebody grabs the back of me, yanks me up off the ground, turns me around, looks at me. It was a Navy SEAL I had met earlier in the day, and I was wearing a Navy hat because I'm from Annapolis, Maryland. And he said, he looked at me and goes, do whatever you want. I got your back. And so from that point on, when you're in a foreign country like that, in an odd situation, Americans immediately cling together. That's what I learned in that situation. So it's an interesting part of the world. Great food, great wine.
That was a fascinating tale. What I would suggest you stop saying though is overthrew the government. I wouldn't say that no more. I would just say I helped in the election process. Don't say I overthrew the government and then my friend, who just happened to be a Navy SEAL, came and backed me up. I wouldn't say that shit no more. That's going to get me and Royce
picked him up from behind and turned him around.
And told him, do whatever you want to do.
That shit was like some G.I. Joe shit right there.
That is some G.I. Joe. So Bera, we're going to get Bera on the show.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. I don't want none of your past creeping up into this double agent, secret agent man.
This story is so layered. It kind of makes me want to rethink the future of this show.
Secret agent man.
Who are we on here talking to
secret
right
now? Agent man.
That's it. That's all I got.
They're giving
Tom,
him
let me see your
my
fingers.
number.
Let me see if you still got fingers. You got fingerprints?
Do
Did you burn off the tip of your finger?
They're all there.
Okay. Have you ever had your fingernails pulled out and still didn't fold?
Not yet.
Did they threaten to feed you?
Have you ever held
them
anyone captive?
What's that?
Have you ever held anyone captive?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever
I've only been
waterboarded
captive
anybody?
once.
You've been held captive.
Wait, where? Let's hear this one.
That was in Nigeria.
What the fuck was you doing in Nigeria, Tom?
I was shooting another documentary. I've shot a lot of documentaries. Overthrew that
You sure you won?
Are you that guy who likes playing with amazingly strong animals? Like, come here, boy. Come here, boy. I won't hurt you.
No, I don't want anything to do with strong animals.
Come here, big old ape. I won't hurt you. Let's play patty cake.
Lupe is the only one that's fighting dogs.
Was your camera strapped to the top of a rifle that you was always aiming at, say, some president's head or something like that?
No, never.
Okay.
I was telling a good story.
Yeah, all right, Tom.
I was only held for, it was less than 6 hours.
What you mean less than 6 hours? What'd you do?
In a military prison.
Yeah, what the fuck did you do?
We had our cameras pointed the wrong way. It was more of a shakedown. They wanted money to let us out.
Is the military prison? Tell me some of the differences between the military prison and the regular prison. Is it worse?
I've never been in a regular prison, so I don't know if I can.
Well, tell me about the military prison, and I'll let you.
The one thing that worried me is there was only one cot in there, and I didn't know if I wanted to be in that cot or as far away from that cot as humanly possible.
Why?
It was all cement. Still bars.
Cement cot?
No.
Wait, was the cot
cement.
made out of cement?
No, the cot was metal. I do remember that, with a mattress on it. And I got to talk to the general. And it just so happened that the general was a giant Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And I grew up a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so I could rattle off all sorts of facts. So I had a good conversation with the general of the Nigerian army many, many years ago.
Yeah, many, many years ago, my ass. Tom works for...
Thank God for semantics.
He works for like some secret organization.
Maybe this podcast is part of it.
No,
who were you in there with?
I was in there with the other producer on the documentary, and then our escorts. From that point on, we had armed guards as escorts.
Did you have like diamonds sewed into your skin just in case?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No funny business.
This is fantastic. This is a fantastic story, Tom. This is so much information.
I'm going to send you guys both the documentary.
No. Don't send
they're both
me.
very good. They're very good.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
I think you'll enjoy them.
Yeah, no, probably not. You know what I mean? Who knows?
I think you would.
No need. No need.
I'm straight.
Ooh, I just remembered I had to go reassort my spoons and forks in my kitchen drawer.
Hey,
is that my toothbrush in my bathroom? I got to go get that.
Yo, did you take your toothbrush out your bathroom?
Yes, I did.
I started putting it in my drawer, but I have an electric one, so now I don't know how to. It's just throwing me off. The whole thing is.
I don't got nothing left in my bathroom. My bathroom is just. I think I might have accidentally took my toilet out. There's just all you see in there is a shower, a toilet, and a sink. It's like you seen that episode where Kanye was interviewing with David Letterman, and he was showing his new house, and all you just seeing was just white walls everywhere. Everything was just monochromatic as fuck. That's how my bathroom looks. It's nothing. It's plain. Everything's plain.
Tell me, Tom, you don't want that shit in your mouth, man.
No, it's a big dilemma for me now. Changing.
It's a big dilemma. There go that key.
47 years I've done it this way, and now you've caused me to rethink where I keep my toothbrush.
That's unfortunate. I don't apologize though. I'm trying to save you.
I appreciate you saving me.
Dookie mouth.
And I don't even know if it's a fact, but I just don't have time. I don't have time to risk it at this juncture. I just don't have time. I don't have time for risk.
You're listening to the Lupe and Royce Show with Lupe Fiasco, Royce the 5'9", and Tom Frank.
Royce, I know you're big time with your recent Grammy nomination, but is there something preventing you from achieving other goals? Anything interfering with your happiness?
You know what? I'm glad you asked, Lupe Fiasco. As you well know, I'm a big believer in the power of therapy and the importance of mental health. And I don't care what you've achieved in life, whether it's a Grammy or not. There's always value in therapy to help you reach your full potential. Therapy has really helped me to be able to communicate better and get better, just make improvements as an individual, as a man, Lupe Fiasco.
Well said, Royce. And this brings me to our sponsor, BetterHelp. It's not self-help, it's professional counseling. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist in a safe and private online setting in less than 24 hours.
That is convenient.
Yeah, so you can get support without leaving your house or your throne, as the case may be. No sitting in one of those awkward waiting rooms either.
One thing I really like about it, and you know this is an issue near and dear to my heart and my foundation, it's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available, which makes it more accessible to a lot of people.
And the service is available worldwide. So even when we all get our vaccines, you can access BetterHelp no matter where you may move or travel to. This also means you can access a broad range of expertise, which may not be locally available in many areas. For example, they have professional counselors who specialize in depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, and trauma.
Another cool feature, in addition to scheduling weekly video or phone sessions, is you can send a message to your counselor at any time, and you'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Anything you share is confidential.
And let's say you don't click with that first therapist. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed.
So in a nutshell, it's convenient, professional, and affordable. They've got some great testimonials posted daily on their site. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states.
So, dear listeners, I want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener of the Lupe and Royce Show, you'll get 10% off your first month of BetterHelp by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/Lupe and Royce.
Do what Lupe said and join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Lupe and Royce.
You're listening to the Lupe and Royce Show with Lupe Fiasco, Royce the 5'9", and Tom Frank.
Yo, Tom, are you on the vaccine list? What's up?
Am I on the list?
You have to be in your whole family. Yeah, because you seem a soldier of fortune like yourself, deep state operative.
I'm worried.
They got to keep you nice and healthy.
I'm worried I'm going to be the last guy that gets it because they're not giving it to any kids that are 16 and younger.
Nope.
I'm a relatively healthy white dude in his 40s. I'm going to be like last in line.
Did you tell him that you were on the Lupe and Royce Show? That has some perks.
That might help me. That and that I've overthrown governments before could be a big help.
They might be like, Lupe, you on there with Lupe Fiasco?
Wait, you on there with Royce the 5'9"? Ooh.
They don't like me.
1833 Royce 5'9",
like
him,
me.
the same one? Man, listen, man, come on up here to the front.
They don't like me at all.
They enjoy you thoroughly. I am learning how to make incense.
Tell us
more.
I was watching this. Well, I am an incense type of guy since I was a little kid. My dad always had incense around the house in various configurations. So he had like myrrh and all that stuff and powdered incense and the whole situation. And there's an incense company out actually in Japan called Kuumba. And I did a collaboration with them for my last album to make my own special scent incense for the album, which is pretty cool. And then I think last night I just started watching this documentary I watch all these Japanese documentaries and they had like this incense ceremony. And I was like, oh shit. Then in one of the scenes in the documentary is a dude who had a kit where he was making his own incense at home, and it blew my mind. And so for the past 24 hours, I've been studying how to make incense at home. So I think that I'm going to just throw caution into the wind and dive into incense making at the crib. And I can't wait.
I love this.
To send y'all my little recipes. It's going to be fantastic.
Could we have
as soon as you get that down pat, make sure you send me a package because I fucking love incense.
See?
Can we have a scent for the show?
You're going to be rich, Tom. Huh?
Can we have a scent for the show?
I mean, I might be able to mix that up to you together. You're going to talk to my manager.
We could have official Lupe and Royce scent that you're supposed to burn while you watch the show.
Oh, that
I
might
like
be
how
good.
you're always branding, Tom. You're always branding.
Hey, I'm thinking.
I like that.
I'm thinking here.
But that's what I did it for the album. Check it out. It's right here. Look. Wait for me. I will return shortly. Boom! Look at these bitches right here.
So what is that? What is that right there exactly?
So it's this company called Kumba. This is a little dirty, but it's called Kumba.
Okay.
Shout out to Kumba International. My homie AG. And they make these in Japan. It's like incense. They're like $20 a pack.
Okay.
But he did a special scent for the album for Drogas Wave. And that was the idea, Tom. Like you listen to the album while smelling on some smell good. So yeah. So now, but these are the stick ones. I don't want to make the stick ones. I want to make the cones. The cone ones.
I like the cones better too.
Yeah. So that's gonna be my next. That's how I'm gonna make money for this show. Cause right now, goddamn, but soon, gonna be rolling in the dough.
Did you hear about this conversation that was had on Clubhouse when they welcomed DJ Academics to Clubhouse with Meek and 21 Savage?
Oh, I heard of it.
I was actually Tory Lanez.
I was in a room with Savage one time. And shout out to Meek Mill, that's the homie.
Love Meek
what happened? I wasn't privy to this. What's this gossip you got for us?
They were just coming down on DJ Academic, talking about the way that the way that he runs his show and his page, it exacerbates a lot of beef and putting people in jail. And a lot of times it was coming off like they were saying he was responsible for people getting killed in these beefs and people going to jail and shit like that. So 21 Savage, the mediator, was the one there that was helping putting everything in perspective. Like, hold on, Meek. We can't just say that he's responsible for people getting killed because they should have never took that shit to the internet. I just found it interesting that somebody from that generation could be like the mediator in that way, because I could see why they would hate somebody like DJ Academic. But it was dope to see somebody like Savage being in the middle and kind of like accepting Academic for what he is. Because, you know, sometimes like the street guys, they kind of like, they understand what they want to understand. Like they can process everything, they can comprehend everything, but sometimes they only want to see things how they want to see things. It's like they'll be like, yeah, they're killing each other, but yeah, we understand that because they from such and such element or whatever they make. They make that into an understanding thing, but then it's like DJ Academic, somebody that's not from the element, they don't want to understand anything that he's doing, even though I don't really like the way where he is in the culture either. But I feel like he's good at what he does, and I feel like he speaks directly to the crowd that they're talking about. So I think there's a way that everybody can kind of work together and have some sort of understanding and do a better job of policing some of this shit. But it's gonna involve holding everybody accountable across the board, though, everybody in the culture. And he's very much in the culture, whether people like it or not. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't know what
I thought it was a dope conversation.
I don't know what the fuck DJ Academics does. Like I remember watching like I wasn't with that drill shit, right? Like I understand, like you said, on street shit, I understand what it is, but I'm not with people getting killed and celebrating that shit. Like I ain't with that. So I remember kind of tuning in to him when that shit was popping. I was like, nah, I don't know if I fuck with this. And then since then until all the way to right now, I don't know what the fuck he does. Like I think he got a Twitch page, but I don't even know what that means. Like, is he playing games on it? Like I have no idea what the fuck this nigga do. So I put him completely outside of my frame of like references. So I don't know what he does, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I don't follow him either like that, but from what I understand, he just kind of like, he focuses more on the negativity because shit, that's entertaining too, to a degree, to some of these people. You know what I'm saying? So he focuses more on that and sometimes he does it without a filter. You know what I mean? And I don't think that because he's not from the element, I don't think he has a full understanding of how to police himself when it comes to that, because it's just like how a fan would view it. These fans don't police themselves. They repost the grimiest part of everything. That's why it's like there has to be some accountability on the sides of the people taking it to the internet. But it's like everybody wants to like fit in, and everybody wants to go for clout. I call it social currency. Everybody's going for social currency. And it's getting to a point now where these kids think that's what you need to do in order to be able to garner a following, or just to be able to sell records and build your profile. So, I mean, shit. It's
the spooky shit is that it is true. That is what you have to do. Like that. I mean, that path works. There's another path. There's other paths you can take, but that is a viable path. The path of chaos and destruction, and then early death. Right. So I mean, that it definitely works.
People are interested in our trauma like a motherfucker. Our trauma is big business. It's big business. But when it ends in murder, I don't think that everybody across the board takes it like, okay, this is an L for all of us. This is an L for the culture. I don't think people are grasping it that way. I think people are looking at it like we're all separate in these different ways when we're not.
I think some people just don't care, man. I think even some of the rappers and the hip hop intelligentsia and the folks that's involved, I think that they don't really give a fuck. And for some of it, it's kind of like it's just a story, or it's just posturing, and it's another event, and we're gonna move on to the next. But it's like, how deeply do you care? Now, there's some brothers who really, really care. Right. And you kind of know who they are, who step up and actually, I'm going to go help pay for the funeral type motherfucker. I'm going to help squash the beef. But you got some motherfuckers who just, they don't really give a fuck. And I think some people, it's just like good riddance type shit. Like there's that type of, malice attached to it, and, kind of how the police look at it to a certain degree, But I mean, at a certain point, there's going to have to be a situation where that gangster shit in rap and gangster shit in hip hop, like they're going to have to make a decision if that's what they want it to be. And until they do, it's going to be here. Like, I don't see that changing. Like, I don't see like the great change of consciousness occurring, because I don't see the streets stopping being the streets. I don't see that losing value. I still think that even if it went off the mainstream, because it wasn't in the mainstream before, you know what I'm saying? It was still like a niche cultural side thing that was still just as deadly and just as entertaining and just as, maybe didn't make a ton of money, but I mean, there's still going to be audience for it, and they still going to be getting money, and, still going to be there. And, it's just a part. I think that is a part of what keeps America going. That violent streak.
It's like watching Menace to Society. Boys in the Hood. Like when I first saw those movies, that shit intrigued the fuck out of me. Cali culture intrigued the shit out of me. It made me want to go there and shit. I remember going to Cali for the first time, and one of my little homies I had with me, he asked the driver if we can go to Watts. And he was like, yeah, I could take you to Watts. And I turned around, I'm like, you ain't fucking taking me nowhere. I don't understand that part of it. I don't understand why you feel like you need to go invade on people's territory just to go take some pictures and say you went to Watts and you want to see that shit in person. I'll watch that shit on TV. I go to Watts when there's somebody from Watts who can take me to Watts. You ain't no driver just taking me to Watts.
I don't think I've ever been to Watts or Compton. I've been in mad places, but I don't think I've ever been in Compton. I need to go. I just need to go and get that out the way. Go take.
Let me know how that works out for you.
What?
You know where I've been? Detroit.
I've been to Detroit. And look, Tom, I want to address something with you specifically related to Detroit and violence and stealing shit. Okay, stop telling people, because you kind of being like DJ Academics on this show, right?
Wait, you're relating me to DJ Academics?
Yes, because stop telling people that I took a door. We got to stop saying that.
Oh, okay? I didn't say
because
that. You said
you took a door.
You said it.
Wait a minute. I said that many episodes ago, right? With the understanding that it would be buried, right, amongst all of the other episodes.
But
when you chose to re-promote the show on the official Instagram, the Lupe and Royce Show, the first thing I see is an animated painting of a door with a quote from somebody supposedly something that allegedly somebody with an L in their name had said about said door. Right? You need to chill out.
It's still the best quote from any episode.
It's amazing.
Stop profiting. Stop risking my freedom. All right.
Wait a minute. I want to go back to DJ Academic because he becomes a bigger issue here to me because he leads into something much bigger, and that's social media. Right?
Ain't nothing bigger than stealing doors in Detroit. I'm a kingpin, goddammit. You will respect me. All right? I just want to lay that flat.
Give him his flowers now.
There's your flowers for being a kingpin of Detroit. But it leads me, there was another article that came out today in the Atlantic that was all about social media being the doomsday, in essence, of our culture. Because it allows people like DJ Academic to basically be a bully online from a distance, right? He's making a living of calling people out from a negative sense online because he can do it. And he can do it through social media platforms and never actually has to say it to your face.
Well, instigating is what you can
he's not necessarily
put on his, he's not necessarily like a bully. Yeah. Like he instigates some shit for sure.
But he exacerbates a greater problem with the way that he runs his page and the way that he speaks to his following.
But I would say that's what Meek Mill was saying in that clubhouse, is that he was basically bullying people.
But he was saying
he was calling out.
He was saying it in a way where he was holding him accountable. And sometimes, even though this is not what I think he meant, but sometimes it would come off, some parts would come off as if he's placing all of the blame on strictly academic, where it's like he's not the only one responsible. He's actually, you can't really be fair and say that he's responsible for people getting killed or people going to jail. But the way that he instigates it doesn't fucking help at all. You know what I mean?
But I mean, what are your thoughts in general? Like, there's a lot of debate, right? Social media could be looked at as a serious problem in our society, right? There's some positives in that it allows us to, like, it heightens awareness of real issues. It probably helps out explosion of online commerce. But then there's like cyberbullying, there's lack of privacy, there's like these artificial bonds between actual friendships anymore. I mean, you guys live in a world where you promote your music. We promote this show. We promote everything we're doing via social. But at the same time, it could be killing our society.
I'm into this. Random jamming.
The Doors.
The Doors. Ladies and gentlemen.
I felt like that we was giving too much attention to academics when you got a Detroit Kingpin right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Instigator number one.
You are an
That was
instigator.
my theme song right there.
Mm-hmm. So he actually has a theme song to the Doors.
No, don't think that's.
And if you notice, it's the Doors, plural. So we don't even know if it only was one door that he stole.
Right, we don't even know that. That's the mystery.
I guarantee
it's not doors. What we know is what you can prove. Just thought I'd throw that out there. All right.
Y'all can go back to talking about what y'all was talking about.
I was talking about something serious until you started.
I'm sorry.
Playing the Doors.
I'm sorry. This is serious. What are you talking about? This is serious music right here. Okay, we're not finna downplay that this ain't a classic.
Oh, it's definitely a classic.
All right, about breaking on through to the other side. You know what you need to break through to get to the other side? And most times, for that to even take place,
a door,
a crowbar.
Look at that. Spoken like a true criminal, Royce 5'9". But a door is what the answer that I was looking for. Thank you, Royce. But a door. There you go, Tom. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So social media. Back to my very serious conversation I was having here.
Mm-hmm. Tom,
horrible or a way of life?
Tom,
it's a way of life.
Royce. Royce.
What?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The door, motherfucker. That's who.
I love it.
Lupe.
I love it. How the statute of limitations looking on that door?
I'm really worried about that.
I'm trying to press it as much as I can.
Hit
some of your DEA friends up and see what they need. See if we can get them on the show. See if we can get them on the show and just talk about this.
The door enforcement agency. Listen, let's stop talking about this, okay? Because I don't know.
Now you brought it up this time.
No, you brought it up. You brought it up, Tom. When whoever posted it on the official Instagram.
Okay, that might have been me.
At Instagram.
That was
okay.
Me.
Then it was you.
But that wasn't the Tom that's on this show. That was the Tom who's behind the scenes.
Was that the regular dude?
Two different Toms.
I'm gonna start calling you DJ Tomodemics when you start doing shit like this.
No, do not. No.
Ooh. You got to be a wordsmith to do that.
I'm more on
Meek
Mill's
just
side
did
on this one.
Did you?
You know, Meek Mill's a Pennsylvania guy. We like him. It's a Philly guy.
I like Meek Mills. He's a good dude.
He is.
He's a good dude. Been through a lot, came up through it. I like him, man.
I have my free Meek shirt.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You the man.
You sure it wasn't the free milk shirt with
no, it wasn't free milk.
Attention
free
paid
milk.
to your nipples, and you was just walking around with. Can we make that shirt, please?
Yeah, that'll be.
Because we got Royce's halt the top ab shirt. Then
and the free.
I
milk
would need
shirt.
You'll get the free milk shirt, and I need my my Allentown's cartel.
Oh,
shirt.
I thought you were going to say your door Kingpin shirt.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What is that you're drinking out of a thermos, Tom?
I made a little coffee tonight. I was a little tired.
Do you make your coffee from scratch?
I do. Well, no. I mean, I make it from. I go buy coffee and I make in my coffee maker.
How many creams? How many sugars?
No sugar.
None.
Because it's no sugar December. Woo, my man. Thanks for the support.
We need an update on that and 2 creams.
So you like your coffee a little light skin?
Light skin.
But not sweet.
But not sweet. How's
mess with coffee?
How's no sugar December coming?
I asked Royce a question, and I would like to get
what was
an
the
answer
question
from Royce.
What was the question?
Are you into coffee?
I'm not into it. But I could drink it.
Man, why not even waste that question on you then? I was expecting you to be like fully in. Like, man, what? I have a whole lot of barista in the studio.
No. When I was in jail, everybody was drinking coffee, and I was like, wow, it's a stimulant? Everybody in there was just loading up on the coffee and the cigarettes. So I drank coffee in jail a couple times. It just didn't feel right. Drink some coffee with my dad a few times. It's pretty good. Got to dump a bunch of sugar in there. Probably defeats the purpose. Yeah, not much of a coffee guy.
Hell, if I was in jail, I'd be drinking coffee all the time. Free coffee, right?
Free coffee. Long line of fiends just sitting there ready to get that coffee.
First of all, Tom, it's not if you was in jail. You've been in a fucking jail. Like, you've been in a military prison in Nigeria.
But not in
Nigeria.
They didn't have
Did
coffee.
They have coffee in there?
No, they didn't have coffee. They offered me water.
They didn't?
No.
Oh, my God. You poor thing.
I was roughing it.
How'd you make it?
I was roughing it. It was rough. It was tough.
He had a fucking conversation with you about what again?
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Football?
Yeah.
With
Thank
no
God
coffee?
I knew everything about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's worse than what A$AP Rocky went through.
Great movie, by the way.
What was a great movie?
And another Philadelphia movie. I mean, we're just Philadelphia all day.
He didn't say Rocky. He said
Rocky.
A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky.
Tom, you got to
Who's a
start knowing
rapper?
your hip hop. You got to start knowing your hip hop people.
What do you mean? What do you mean I don't know him? You know why I know him? Did a great song with Rod Stewart.
A$AP Rocky did?
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the song?
Drinking wine, feeling fine.
Don't sound too great. Play it.
I'm gonna pull it up for you.
Play it. Let's hear it.
I don't think we're gonna be able to clear these songs.
We don't worry about such things. All right. Well, I gotta find it now. Here it is.
I'm glad you got it on cue.
I don't have
Right
it on
there,
cue.
load
But
load it up in your
right
iTunes clip.
It's called Every Day. Let me play it for you guys. It's not playing for.
What are you playing it on? Tidal, Spotify? What are you on? Apple Music?
Rod Stewart.
Get out of here. I thought that was A$AP.
Wait for it.
Every day I spend my time drinking wine, feeling fine, waiting here to find the sign that I should take it slow.
Wait, why are you listening to that?
What?
Shout out to A$AP Rocky.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Did that get you in the mood to do what?
I just liked it. Feeling fine, drinking wine. I mean, what are the odds of those two guys coming together?
Oh, you just like it for the
I
collaboration.
like it. I like collaboration. I
that's
do
all you
like
say.
collaboration.
Okay. What other collaborations do you
Who
listen
else
to?
would I like to see collaborate one day?
No. What collaborations
I like
do
how,
you
I
listen
like
to?
he's getting smarter. I like how he brought that back around. I see what you
not
That was
did.
very
Not really.
Seinfeld-ish.
I saw that shit coming
very
a mile
nice.
away.
saw it coming,
What
Roy?
collaborations have you listened to?
I'll tell you my favorite of all time. Run
What's that?
DMC and Eric.
Walk this way?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite collaborations of all time.
I
You
remember
so
that as a little
fucking
kid,
commercial, Tom.
but no.
And you know what? My favorite
good
Christmas song
that is what
is also Run DMC. Hold on, I'm gonna play this.
Christmas
one.
in Hollis, Queens.
Yeah, that is a great song.
Speaking of that, big shout out to Curtis Blow, the OG. He had a heart transplant over, I guess, the last few weeks or something like that. So he's recovering. So get well soon, OG. And the reason I brought that up, only because we need to say it, get some prayers out to the fam, but also because he did Christmas rap, which was the first rap Christmas song before Run DMC.
Really?
So you need to get into some Christmas rap.
All right, let me pull it up.
Listen to
Curtis Blow is the man.
Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, let's play
Get well soon, OG.
Let's play a snippet of that as we go into commercial break. And then
Tom
we
don't
come
have
back.
What do you mean I don't have it? I don't know if I have it.
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens.
I do have that.
Now you gotta get Christmas rap.
You got to pull that one up. This is a great song.
What? What do you mean you don't have it? You don't have Apple Music? Sup? Christmas time and the reindeers too. And I'm about to eat me a whole bag of stew. And then I run to the house and look at my blouse. It's so funky. And I just bought a monkey. Wrap it in the president, wrap it with a bow. Then put it on the tree and give it to my hoe. Ho, ho, ho. You thought I was talking about bitches. I was talking about the sounds you make at Christmas. What's my name? It's Lupe.
See,
So
what
anyway.
other podcast do you get a Lupe Fiasco freestyle? Greatness, bro. Greatness.
What else is going
Christmas
on,
freestyle.
fellas?
Ain't nothing else going on now. You just set the bar, bro.
I just shut it down. There's nothing we can end the show. This is over with.
Just
Did you
drop
hear that
it?
You just shut that
fire?
shit. He just shut that shit the fuck down, man. He killed your ASAP Rocky Alice in Chains record. What is it?
Alice in Chains.
Oh no, wait, what was it? Alex, what was it?
Rod Stewart,
man.
Oh, Rod Stewart. My bad.
I like that. I like Alice in Chains.
Who's the
like
craziest person that you've ever done a collaboration with? The one that's most outside of the norm.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. Might be a young lady by the name of Willa Ford, maybe. She was extremely pop. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the video was extremely glittery. And there were choreographed white women dancing everywhere, and I was right in the middle of them, dancing with them. Doing that little wiggle Mace used to do. It was amazing. What about you, Lupe?
Don't just run that shit back to me. Let's stay on this glitter. Do you still have some of the glitter?
Willa, what you want? You can look it up. She's super cool, though. I like her a lot. She's super cool. She ended up marrying like a hockey player and shit, and just kind of like moving on. But yeah, she had a dope joint. It was called it's called I Want to Be Bad. Catchy little jingle, catchy little tune. Willa, what you want? Shout out to my man Jason Flom, one of the good guys.
I worked with. I don't know. I haven't worked with anybody weird, man, or like anybody out the box or crazy. Everybody I've worked with has been relatively normal.
You're telling me?
Yeah. Basically.
What was the name of the song, Royce?
You know,
I Want to Be Bad.
Oh yeah, that's right here.
Featuring Royce the 5'9".
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find that version of it.
Featuring Royce the 5'9" as a little kid.
Oh, here we go. Is this it?
Oh damn, that sounds urban.
I'm picturing you dancing around with glitter and white women everywhere.
As you should.
Wow.
Man, just fast forward to Royce voice verse, man.
I'm trying to find it. I hope I have the right version.
Does it say featuring Royce the 5'9"?
It just says with rapper on Apple Music. That's all it says. I mean, it's the only one. There's a lot of versions of this. Sorry, Royce.
No need to apologize.
Yo,
I would much rather it be that way today. That shit used to be on TR. Remember TRL?
Yeah.
That shit used to be on TRL every single day. Yeah, it used to be on TRL every day. I thought I was popping.
Oh, yo, you know what I've done, but it wasn't like a song or anything like that. That was like all the way outside of my range. I was on an episode of One Tree Hill, right? Doing like a fake performance of Kick Bush. And so I have a whole generation of like white kids. Well, now they're white men and women from that era who are One Tree Hill fans that know who the fuck I am, right? And like come to my shows. I'm like, yo, you was on One Tree Hill. And I get people who just like hit me with the One Tree Hill stuff every now and again. So
really,
yeah, that's my claim to mainstream fame.
Mm-hmm. All right, this brings up a question that a fan sent it. You kind of led me right into this. We had a fan ask, what's the backstory of your show at Melbourne Zoo in Australia? It was the only hip-hop concert in the history of the zoo. Was there a time when you loved Australia before you wanted to move to Japan? So what's the story behind the zoo? Did you do a concert at a zoo?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
He ain't talking to me, bro.
Oh, Roy, stop acting like you ain't internationally known.
But I don't.
No.
I think he
but
would.
I never get on here and express my love for Japan.
And nor has he.
True that is true.
Done a
I wasn't
in a zoo.
And people take that shit. It's like, oh, do you love us too?
I wasn't. I actually do love Australia. Shout out to all of my Australians down there. Big day out. A big day out alumni. Me, just fans. And I remember that show. I think I remember that show because I kissed a seal, or I got kissed by a seal.
You got
at the zoo.
Kissed
if I'm not mistaken.
Seal.
A
My
seal
nigga
kissed me on
seal?
Yeah, blood. I can't
Why'd you do
remember
that?
what the. I can't remember the show. I'm gonna have to Google this. Can you Google Lupe? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm asking.
You don't
Never
you
send
don't
a
remember
lazy
this?
man to do a salaried
photo?
man's job.
Is there a photo of this online of you
I'm
kissing
looking
the seal?
for it right now. Melbourne.
There is. There's a photo of me getting kissed by a seal at the Melbourne Zoo. I think it's the Melbourne Zoo. If that's the
I mean,
same.
how
could be
many
great.
zoos have you done concerts at?
I mean, I get around, so you never know.
Now, here we go. Lupe Fiasco rocks the Melbourne Zoo.
Look at that. I rocked it.
You rocked it. There's no picture of you.
I'm a great performer.
There is a
great
video.
performer.
Oh, an error occurred. Darn it. This was back when you.
I have the picture of me. I have the picture of me of the seal kissing me. If that's the same show, I think it is.
I mean, how many shows did you do at a zoo? I can't find the picture. It's not online.
I think somebody sent it to me. I was like, "Hey man, this picture of you kissing a seal." I was like, "Oh man, that's a seal."
How about craziest
Let's see
places
that.
you guys have had a concert at? I mean, I would think
Man,
a
I
zoo.
type
Right?
that shit in. It's just a bunch of images of you and Seal.
I make it to a kiss from a rose on the plate. Ooh, the more I get, I feel stranger and blue. Yeah, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hills room. On
Tom don't know nothing about that.
It was 2018 that you did your Australian tour. That was only 2 years ago.
There's so much a man can tell you, so much he can say, and you remain.
Tom looking like, why
my
wasn't I there?
power, my pleasure, my pain, baby. I'll compare you to a kissing.
Why you go do that? Why you go do that?
Kiss your baby.
That Australian tour
But did
without
you
taking
know
time with you, Lou.
that when it snows, my eyes become. You know that song is about taking cocaine.
That Seal song?
Did y'all know that? Yeah, it's about cocaine.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I've been told. If you listen to the lyrics, it's like this nigga's talking about cocaine. Shout to Seal was in the studio with him, with Lewis Hamilton and Eric Bellinger. I think was Eric there. I don't know, but Lewis Hamilton and Seal was on the studio. I think that happened. Shout out to Lewis Hamilton. I'm trying to find this picture of me and this Seal.
I'm trying to find it now too. I think I was wrong. I think it was in 2010.
Yeah, you were wrong.
Yeah, you didn't have any hair back then.
Me, I did not. Welcome to the other side.
Hey, Royce, what can you tell us about Eminem coming out with something new this week?
Yeah, leak it. Leak us. Give us the scoop.
What do you know?
I can't tell you anything.
Give us something,
tell
a
me,
little
I'm your
something.
friend.
I can't tell you anything because I don't know anything.
I'm your friend. Tell me.
You know nothing?
I'm not gonna tell anybody.
Even if I did know something, I wouldn't tell you.
But the whole podcast, it's just us here. We're not being recorded.
It's just
I'm
us.
always sworn to secrecy.
It's rumored
Break
to
that
be
trust,
called
man.
Music to be Murdered By.
Those guys are always about the element of surprise.
It ain't like he's not gonna sell
So
1
however
million copies. It don't matter. Like Eminem always gonna sell.
However they want you to receive it is how, I like to give them the opportunity to do so. I'm not here to give spoilers, but I don't know anything anyway.
You don't know anything? It is a rumor
I don't
that
know
you have a
anything.
track in this thing too.
I don't know.
He's definitely on there.
Mm-hmm.
Why? No, I'm not definitely on anywhere.
You're definitely on there for sure. It's Eminem, bro.
What that mean?
He's your best friend. He's your best
So
friend.
what I got to do with anything?
that you gonna be on all his projects.
I'm not on all his projects, and he's not on all mine.
That's because he's not your best friend, but you're his best friend. There's a difference.
It don't matter how you spin it. We're not on all each other's projects. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody works like that. Nobody, literally nobody.
Listen, man, let me tell you how lying works. I just keep saying it, and then eventually it becomes the truth because that's just how it works.
That's how it works.
Don't get me wrong. I wish I was on all his projects, but I'm not.
I think you're on this one. I think I had some breaking news here.
Even to Royce?
This is news to you, Royce.
We're not doing this.
You want me to
Man, I can't find this picture.
You want me to steer clear of this one?
I mean, we can talk about whatever you want. I'm just saying, I'm not. I'm no shoe-in on any project. It doesn't work that way.
You should be, because you're a good person.
Yeah.
Man, I will hope he's not making albums based off people being good people.
I mean, I hope he wouldn't make albums with shitty motherfuckers.
I mean, that's not something you should be thinking about. Who's good at?
Man, I can think about
rapping,
whatever I want to think about. First of all,
rapping and singing and rapping.
If you haven't heard, I'm considered to be what they call a kingpin in Detroit. Okay,
this is true.
My reputation is ridiculous. So
it is.
Watch your ass.
It is. It is.
You're listening to the Lupe and Royce Show with Lupe Fiasco, Royce the 5'9", and Tom Frank.
The Lupe and Royce Show is a production of Say What Media.
Have you thought about hosting your own podcast but don't know where to start?
Working with Say What Media is like having your own personal producer, editor, audio engineer, and distributor, all in one place.
From equipment recommendations to engineering and distribution, Say What Media handles the boring details so you can focus on saying interesting stuff.
Get started at saywhat.media.
You're listening to the Lupe and Royce Show with Lupe Fiasco, Royce the 5'9", and Tom Frank. How's the studio coming?
Watch. Everything's good. Everything's good.
When are we getting the official tour?
The official tour of the studio? Give me a few weeks. I'm still working on. I'm gonna start working on sound here shortly. But I'm just finishing up a few things. This room in here is gonna look completely different too.
You know, I'm pretty good with a saw and tools.
We got it covered. Tom. I just gotta. Lupe gonna send me a couple doors, and I'm gonna be set.
You should have a door very
alone,
specific.
Okay? Left that life alone. I left that life alone. If you need,
what you need a sliding door? You need a sliding door. What you need a double door?
Double door.
You need French doors.
I'm gonna send you some incense though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hook you up. It's a process though. I'm finna order all this stuff over the next couple days.
What goes into that? What are the ingredients?
There's this binding powder that you gotta have. It's basically just crushed up herbs and flowers and wood and different stuff like aromatics. And then you have a binding powder to bound it all together. Then you put a little water to make a dough. Then you had this dough ball, which is basically instant dough. And then you had these molds. You can just roll it from there, right, with your hand into sticks and let it dry. Or you can do what I'm gonna do and get the mold. The cone molds, and I'm gonna make little cones. They're gonna be my special recipe. I'm gonna send you.
Can you make taller cones than just the little ones?
You want me to make like street cones?
No, not that.
You want me to send you one of those, like a big ass one, like a 30-pound one?
Like a big
no,
cone?
no, bro. No. He knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just a little bit taller from the little dipshits that they be selling me.
What you want?
Just double, triple the size.
It's gonna be what the mold is. It's you relegate it to the size of the mold. So I'll see what I can find. But I'll make you a big motherfucker one. But it's gonna take a long ass time to dry, and it might crack. So you gotta think about that.
All right.
But I got you.
Okay.
Yo, I was in China, and I was in Hong Kong. Or was I in China? It's the same shit. And I was at this. I think I was at this temple. And what is it called? Lantau Island, I think is what it is. And they had incense, no bullshit, that were 4 feet tall and this round, big ass joints.
That's what I'm looking for.
That's amazing.
So the art
Make
of
me
that
one of those, bro.
Is that if the bigger you make it, the harder it is for it not to crack. Is that what you're saying?
I think I have yet to begin the process, so I'm just watching videos to make sure I don't fuck up. But I think it's going to be an issue if you make it too big. It might take years to dry first, and then the other one is like it might be too. It might it'll probably crack. But I don't know. I've never made incense before, so I have no idea what's going to happen.
We'll check back with you next week when you get this thing started.
If the house is burned down, things went way wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna try and make.
Sorry,
I'm gonna say
I was making incense.
I'm gonna make the Royce 5'9" version. It's gonna be 5 foot tall and 9 feet wide.
That's right. That's the I want to be bad version.
So is this what you've been watching on YouTube? You've gotten away from Vans and now you're on incense?
No, I'm still on Vans. Incense have been incorporated into the van.
What else are we watching on YouTube?
What?
Afghanistan.
Watching YouTube.
What's that?
Learning a lot about
Watching
Afghanistan.
YouTube.
I think he watches
we're not doing
YouTube all
that.
day long.
I do.
We're adults.
That's my life, basically.
Either Instagram Live or YouTube.
Man, Instagram Live is for the people. YouTube is for me. I'm still growing. My mind is fascinated, so I feed it. Not ashamed either. Go fuck yourself.
Oh man.
Well, we got the holidays coming up. We're only a week. What are we? We're less than a week away from. No, we're a couple days more than a week away from Christmas.
Royce, what do you want for Christmas?
I want for my daughters to stop ordering me around. That's what I want.
That's not gonna happen.
Stop treating me like I'm some fucking bank that's just here to fucking go hunt you, go fetch things for you.
You're kind of wealthy, man. I mean,
Hey, daddy, look, daddy. Hey, daddy. Hey, daddy, look, daddy. I got it all figured out, daddy. Hey, look, daddy. Hey, look, daddy. I'm going to take this. I'll take that, daddy. I'll take that, daddy. And then you can go get one of those, daddy, because I like these, daddy. And then you can go get the daddy. Okay.
How will the
Weren't
Royce...
you just saying, but wait, weren't you just saying, you an old backtracker? Because
What did I backtrack on?
you was talking about, man, it's for the kids, man. My kids get whatever they want for the Christmas, daddy, whatever it is. I could say white Jesus, no Christmas. I just gotta do it for. Weren't you just talking about that?
I didn't say
Tom,
I wasn't going
back
to get
me
it.
up, Tom.
I just prefer not to be ordered around. They could ask nicer.
That's
Royce's
Shit on your
kids.
funky little list.
Royce's kids. This is Lupe Fiasco. And stop ordering your dad around. He's a supple, soft man who has limits.
Imagine having a 3-year-old with a list. Who the fuck wrote your list? It's like a fucking,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a fucking crime syndicate family now.
I appreciate the Christmas list. My kids all did Christmas lists, and they took it even a step further, and they just put the links right in there for me too. So all I got to do is click on the link, order from Amazon.
I don't celebrate that pagan holiday.
What do you celebrate?
So I celebrate Kwanzaa.
When's Kwanzaa start? Give me a history of Kwanzaa.
I have no idea. I think it's like the day. I don't know, like the 20.
Kwanzaa do sound better though. Kwanzaa do sound better. It does.
I think Kwanzaa is like the 27th, 26th.
What do you mean you think? I thought you just said you celebrate it.
Because man, I don't take that shit serious. I just do it because it's there and it's kente cloth and black people and But I don't care.
Kente cloth is cool.
How about Festivus? Have you ever celebrated Festivus?
Festivus for the rest of us. First of all, I'm not going to belittle Kwanzaa like that. Kwanzaa is the shit. And if you don't want to celebrate that white man's holiday called Christmas, then you can come on over into the 7 days that we celebrate over at Kwanzaa. We got a name for each day, a name for each day, and a different principle on each day that you can strive to be, unlike that white man's holiday, which don't teach you nothing about nothing.
I'll tell you what.
Holiday and forms.
I don't want a 7-day holiday. I'll take 1 day.
Stop hating on Kwanzaa, white man. Okay? It's a beautiful gift to black people. But Kwanzaa's cool. Kwanzaa cool. It's like Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa cool. I don't even know what makes Christmas a pagan holiday, bro. I'm all I know is that I had fun making my children think that some white man was coming down the chimney to leave gifts, and that was fun while it lasted. Then I had to break the news to him and let him know I work hard for these fucking gifts that you think somebody else is giving you. So from now on, you just give me your list. And ever since then, I've been getting ordered around the same way they used to order around Santa Claus, except they don't leave me cookies.
Isn't this whole Christmas thing kind of crazy if you think about it? We lie to our children.
No,
for
you
years.
lie to your children.
Everybody,
Okay.
all parents lie to their children for their first 8 years of their life, and tell them that a white man, a big fat white man who loves cookies and milk,
Obese,
come down their chimney. Like, if you think about this, the whole thing is insane.
I know. That's why
It's
I don't
just American.
it. That's what Americans do.
It's just American. That's all.
Yeah, but we don't lie about anything else.
Oh, yes, we do.
Well, okay.
America does.
Let me take that back. You're right. But it is a big lie.
What? I know. That's why we got Kwanzaa. I wasn't just talking shit.
You didn't even know when Kwanzaa was.
I didn't.
He knew at one point. He just ain't had to. He didn't have to do a quiz on it in a long time.
You knew Santa Claus wasn't real, and yet you still profited off this lie for your babies, for their happiness.
I did profit.
Sold them
off
a lie
too.
for them to love you. That's fucked up.
No, it was also a. You have to back me up on this, Royce. You threatened your kids for years. You do that one more time, Santa's not coming.
But it also, just as a kid, I never forgot these times where it was fun believing that Santa Claus existed. It was fun. I don't really look at it like a lie. Just look at it like a
fib,
like a tale.
A tale.
I will say this. Christmas is the most well executed holiday of all the holidays, at least for crackers.
In what way?
I mean, just
for crackers.
No, for real. I'm sorry,
curious,
white
I'm
people.
curious.
I'm sorry. I'm just joking. No, it is the most well executed holiday. It's the prettiest, bar none. Right? It is definitely pretty. They've picked a pretty time of year, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least if where you get seasons, right? Like it actually looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
It smells good. It's probably the best smelling holiday, right? It's never really been associated with food like Thanksgiving is for me, from my understanding, right? It's always been like confections and cookies.
Yeah.
I just think it's pretty. It's damn well done, man. It's the best decorated. It's the best dressed. I mean, it's the king and queen of holidays. I'll definitely give it that.
Definitely has the most swag.
Yeah,
I'll give it that.
I don't even know who I
Thanksgiving.
put number
Thanksgiving
two.
smell pretty good too, though.
Who would you even put number two? Who's it even competing against? Maybe Thanksgiving? 4th of July?
Thanksgiving not a holiday. But we need to stop this. Thanksgiving's not a fucking holiday.
What do you mean?
It is. It is to America.
It is
It's
to
not
America.
a holiday, bro. It's not a holiday. It's
It
a
is.
feast, but it's not
a
a holiday.
holiday.
I'm not giving it that.
Yeah, it is.
Whatever,
It is.
cause
People celebrate it.
People
of course,
celebrate.
Halloween. Halloween is number 2.
Halloween is number 3.
That's the only thing coming close.
Where are you putting? What do you mean number 3? Who's number 2?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. I
What
agree
are you
with
talking
that.
about? We
I put
all
Thanksgiving number 1.
unanimously established that Thanksgiving was not a holiday. You agreed.
No.
I agreed, and I agreed.
You established that.
No,
What you said.
Listen,
were
I
on-
agreed, then I agreed, then us three together, we agreed. So we agreed that it was not a holiday, cuz.
Okay. What do you think?
We
Tom?
did that.
I have Thanksgiving
Me,
as number 1.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo.
Number 1
bold.
holiday.
Better
in
than
my
Christmas?
life. Yes. I love
Better than
Thanksgiving.
Christmas?
Yeah. And here's why. Thanksgiving is when we all come together. You all come together. There's no presents. You all come together for just a meal. It's there's no presents in part of it. I like just coming together. We sit down, we eat, we talk, we laugh, we watch football. That's what I love about Thanksgiving.
That sounds like Sunday.
No, I don't get to go home every Sunday.
That's because you're a terrible son.
You're telling me when's the last time you were in Chicago?
Thanksgiving is a more family oriented thing.
Yeah.
Christmas is more for the kids. Halloween is more for the kids and the arsons.
I'm going with I mean, Valentine's Day. I'm just talking about aesthetics of the day.
Aesthetics,
right?
Not
aesthetics,
feeling.
like aesthetically speaking. Nah, fuck that. Just aesthetics. Christmas, Halloween. Give it some Valentine's Day, and that's it. Nothing else.
How about Independence Day?
Please.
I love fireworks.
What do you like? What do you like about Valentine's Day?
I'm just speaking aesthetically, right? Like White Castle, right? Turns into a fancy restaurant, and they have table service. Yeah, they have table service. You got to make reservations.
Just on Valentine's Day they do this?
Yes, it's the illest shit of all time.
Never heard of that.
It should be like that all the time. Why is it not like that year round?
I mean, because it's Valentine's Day.
Shout out to White Castle.
Yeah.
Food that smells the same way going in as it does coming out.
I wouldn't. Nah. We ain't finna do this.
I don't think that's their tagline.
We ain't finna do this. Is it time to go? Have we done enough?
It is time to go.
We have done enough. Did we come to conclusion on what the closure was going to be? First of all, make sure y'all go to what is it? saywhat.media/store.
Shop.
Okay, you need to change it to store.
Shop. Somebody told me to stop pointing at you guys. I got to stop doing that.
Okay.
It's okay, Tom. Don't listen to them.
All right.
Go to saywhat.media/shop and get you that lovely t-shirt that I was going to call you Charles for some reason.
Charles?
That Tom has on. Yeah, I mean, you could be a Charles.
No. Chuck? Call me Chuck for short?
Nah, you can't be a Charles. Man.
Chucky?
I miss my Uncle Charger. Yeah. What's that, Tom?
I'm still laughing.
And don't get it wrong.
I don't know.
You don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. It wasn't enough.
What up? This is Lupe Fiasco.
This is Royce the 5'9",
And this is Tom Frank. And you have finally made it through the Lupe and Royce show. Download, share, give us a comment. We'll see you next week. That's our show for the week. If you like what you heard, be sure to subscribe or follow. Leave us a review and tell your friends to listen. The Lupe and Royce Show is a production of Say What Media. It's recorded and mixed by Claude Jennings. Our head writer is Lauren Sloat. I'm Tom Frank. And our theme music is by, who else? Lupe Fiasco and Royce the 5'9".